In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me what you're doing here.
I was tracking down a lead, and it looks like I've found it.
I see. So you thought all you had to do was wait and we would speak. Interesting.
What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all, unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders, and I am a cautious person.
So this is a social call, warning me away? That's polite of you.
I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
I'm alone. I'm not in contact with anyone. Certainly not the agency that cast me out.
Your denial just adds to the evidence.
Really?
So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
You don't seem like the corporate stooge type. In fact, you seem like someone who doesn't take orders at all, especially from someone like Leyland.
Are you questioning my loyalty?
I am, but not in the way you think. I've read your dossier. From where I'm standing, it doesn't seem like Halbeck's any better than the governments that you've served with. In fact, they're like a government unto themselves, and if you think for a second that they give a rat's ass about their employees, then you're twice the fool. Do you seriously think they wouldn't leave you out to dry if they had to?
Your attention to detail and history borders on obsessive. You may live through this after all. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be the last time.
Oh, really? Yeah, so he didn't like me. Whatever. So I'm supposed to contact Madison, huh?
You weren't hard to find in Rome, you know. The shooting outside of Rome. That poor professor. Taking the bullet like that. Finding you was easy.
I could say the same. I didn't expect a face-to-face meeting.
And that's when you and Mr. Marburg met up and had lunch.
When we talked, he had a lot to say about Halbeck and some suggestions about my involvement with your corporation.
Really? I can rarely get 3 words from the man.
Well, feel free to have him threaten you whenever you get tired of listening to yourself.
I'd be curious to hear more, and your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
We discussed business. Turns out both of us have experience with abuse of authority.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, Mike. In the end, it was.
Really? We'll see.
Mike, we may have a problem. The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
Great.
She can't be working for Marburg, unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
I want to know why she's looking for me.
Okay, let me patch her through. Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
No.
No, Miss St. James. This is Michael Thornton.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
I don't believe we've met before. How do you know my name and why are you calling?
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but...
You don't say.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She's a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
Of course. I'll send you the address of a local restaurant.
All right. I still have to hail a cab.
I'll have one sent to your cross streets.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you soon, Miss St. James.
Well. First, I want to check the email because I did see something get put there. What do we have? Mailer Damon heads up on Georgia. Email from the NSA tap. Attention. We're hearing some chatter from the CIA about a Georgia situation. It's an internal affair, so it's not subject to interdepartmental sharing. It is, of course, in our best interest to stay informed. Here is the situation in brief. Someone claiming to be a deep mole reported a rogue U.S. agent operating outside of the U.S., thus the CIA being in charge, not us. The mole did not say which agency is involved, making this a very shot-in-the-dark operation. The mole used an NSA verification code when contacting the U.S. government to prove his identity as a mole, which is why it's total bullshit that we're not in the loop officially. The rogue agent was alleged to have been operating in Saudi Arabia. Possible link to the Sahid incident? If you find anything, send it to me first. Don't share it with the CIA without it first coming to my desk. Clark. Clark Kent? Superman? He works for the NSA? I had no idea. Anyway. Hey Mike, take a look at this email, but take it with a grain of salt. It's an Al-Samad transmission. The sender IP address checks out as coming from the area where Al-Samad has been alleged to operate, and the codes used are those seen in a prior Al-Samad missives bounced around Europe. What's odd is that I've never seen Al-Samad communicate to an email distribution list this large. Their cells never talk to each other to minimize what information will get leaked should someone be interrogated and cave in. So with that in mind, read on. We meet at the ruins. Time code Algol. Agenda. Distribute weapons from recent acquisition. Discuss agenda for next phase. Is that it? That was amazingly long. I couldn't stand reading it. Oh my god, it was like a paragraph of text. No, it was more like a sentence. Whatever. Let's go see Miss St. James. Meet with Madison St. James and find out what she knows about Marburg's presence in Rome and how the Veteran Combat Initiative is involved in these plans. Use caution. There's not much on Madison in the records. This may be a setup. I doubt it. She sounded kind of innocent. Then again, who knows? Hi there, Maddie.
Thank you for meeting me, Mr. Thornton.
Let's discuss what you told me over the phone.
I know it sounds crazy. Where to begin?
Just start at the beginning. And don't edit yourself, just tell it.
I work for the Veteran Combat Initiative, VCI. They're a global military contractor. My boss, Mr. Marburg, I think he's involved in something illegal. so I checked it out, and your name came up several times in our database.
What makes you think he intends to kill me?
Professor Elbara, the man who was shot a few days ago, he was in the same file, linked to termination contracts.
And the file indicated Marburg arranged it?
No, not directly. The contract was canceled, though. I naturally thought Marburg had something to do with it.
I see.
Mr. Thornton, I'm not sure what to do next. Go to the authorities? Is there someone I should notify, or...?
Miss St. James, I shouldn't have accepted your call. It's possible Marburg is watching you, along with other employees.
Then what do I do?
I believe your boss is involved in illegal weapon trafficking, and I'm concerned with what he intends to do with those weapons, especially after that plane was struck down in the Middle East.
What? Oh my god, I didn't realize.
Marburg and I aren't the best of friends, and I need to know what he has planned. If you help me, what do you want in return?
Want? I don't want anything. I just don't want to see anyone die.
You're just doing this to help me, then? No one suggested it? No cryptic email, no file with my name and picture accidentally left on your desk to seek me out?
No, not at all.
I need those files. Are they in the VCI branch office?
I don't know what you're looking for, but the VCI office in Rome isn't Marburg's personal office. He does most of his work off-site, or when he travels.
But he's here now, so where would he store the information while in Rome?
He has a villa. I've been there several times. If the files exist, I'm guessing they'd be there.
Along with Marburg.
Yes.
Give me the address. Can you get me in?
What?
Passcodes, details on the security system, anything would be helpful.
I can give you the address, but that other information...
Miss St. James, you've already gotten into more trouble than you know by speaking to me, and that's my fault. However, you know Marburg, and you know what you found makes you a liability.
Yes.
I can protect you. I have a location in Rome that Marburg doesn't know about, and you can stay there. But in return, I need whatever information you can provide to take him down.
But...
Let me do my job. If I can expose him, you're safe. And if he gets by me, trust me, no one else can protect you.
All right, Mr. Thornton. I can get you the address to the villa, and the names of the files you need to search for.
Then that's all I need. Come with me.
Simple enough. Hey there.
Anything on the news?
Professor Jibril Al-Bara of Vittorio University was shot and killed by an unknown assassin outside a home on the outskirts of Rome.
Yeah,
Police have
pretty
no
much.
motive for the killing as yet, but our political analysts have suggested that Al-Bara may be linked to radical Islamic terrorism.
Coming in the wake of sectarian conflict in the Middle East, some political analysts are suggesting that Al-Bara's death might be a reprisal for the bombing of the Jizan airfield earlier this week.
The international Islamic community has been quick to decry the killing, with the International League of Muslims issuing a statement saying that Al-Bara had no ties to terrorist activities, and the murder was little more than a hate crime. In fashion...
Well, that's what's on the news. Me killing people.